Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Palladian Academy Let's Play. I am your host, Palladian. And what I'm looking at here is the spawn chunks in the world of my Let's Play series. This is actually a different map. It's not the same file. Because this is well, the other map is creative as well. I can go into creative, but I have this wonderful mod which is made by Cabo PC, Kabo PC, which shows you the spawn chunks in your world. So this cube here that it's not a cube, but this large box that I'm currently standing in is the spawn chunks in my world, and I'm currently precisely in the center of those chunks. I'm standing right at block X negative 232, Y positive 232, Z positive 232, and that is the precise center of the spawn chunks in my world. So my spawn chunks are 13 by 13, which means that I'm pretty lucky because they can be 12 by 12 or 12 by 13. And as you can see, this is not where the witch farm is. So I think that I'm going to have to abandon the idea of having my iron golem farm near the witch farm, because this is actually where I want to build my iron golem farm. I want to build it right at this spot right here. See these 4-leaf blocks? This is going to be where the tunnel, where the iron golems fall down, is going to be. Because, as I'm sure some of you know, spawn chunks are always loaded in the world, which means that certain types of farms will continue to work, and one of those is the iron golem farm. Farms that require the updates of blocks don't work, so wheat farms don't grow constantly. None of the plant farms or anything like that. Mob farms won't work because mobs only spawn within a 128 block radius of you. But iron golems do spawn in the spawn chunks, whether you are here or not. So I can have it built here, be somewhere 1,000 blocks over that way even, and the iron farm will continue working. And the reason I want that is because I want to have a lot of iron in my world, because as I said before, I want to build with iron. So I'm going to quit this and get back to the Academy world, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back at my witch farm. As you can see, that witch isn't really there. And as you can see, there are 1 or 2 witches still waiting to fall. Let's see how many. Just a couple. I'm going to go up there so that they will walk off the platform and jump down. I made a bit of a mistake. Last night I had the witch farm running. I was intending to run it for the daytime. And I may have accidentally fallen asleep while it was going. And as a result, I had 4,000 witches waiting for me when I got back to the Nether. Now, I didn't panic. I knew that I would have a lot. But I didn't panic. I saved the world, I backed it up. Then I came here and went to see if I could drop them all to death, and I could. So, come on, go, walk off. Go. Go. Go ahead. Walk off. Come on. You should be able to walk off because there's trapdoors down there. Anyway, I've also changed the setup of my mic slightly, so the volume will be slightly lower, and hopefully I won't cause distortion again, because I really don't want to do that to you guys. I find it horrible when it happens to me, so I'm sure you don't like it either. Anyway, this guy obviously likes me. He wants to give me a slime ball. You want to give me a slime ball, dude? Oh, thanks. Come on, walk off there. Anyway, so I had 4,000 witches, which is pretty nice for the items. As you can probably tell, I'm addicted to this witch farm. Look at that. Spider eyes. Why do I get so many spider eyes on me? Whoopsies. Oh, right, yes, I remember why. I had to leave for work early this morning just after I dropped these guys to death. So I couldn't get rid of all the items. There's still a ton of sticks down there, which I'm just going to let despawn. I don't need them. Let's lock this one back up. Anyway, the normal number of witches that I get per Minecraft day is approximately 700 to 800. Now, if you multiply that by 5.5 hours, which is how much I was asleep last night, you would expect to see a lot more than 4,000 witches. And that's because I want to show you something over here. Oh, hello, dude. Yeah, I put my bed here so I can make it nighttime. I think I will kill him. Always kill zombie pigmen when it's safe. Okay, I need to go into creative for this, so please forgive me. Okay. Ah, you can already see them. Look. Large slimes in huge numbers. I believe that these guys are reducing the rates of the witch farm. Oh look, there's even some spawned on the witch pads. That is unfortunately unavoidable because that's a bit silly. These glass walls here seem to be able to serve as the center of a pack spawn. Is that possible? I didn't know that was possible. These definitely do, but nothing at this level can. What else at this level can? These ones here, but they're not at this level. The only thing is this glass. That's my piston clock going there. I don't know what's causing these slimes to spawn here. Perhaps they're spawning just perhaps they're spawning for the moment that the farm is at these pistons, like that, because these are not witch spawning chunks. This is not a witch spawning area. So, for the brief moment that it's there, the spawning algorithm can choose one of those blocks and spawn a pack of slimes, I guess. Anyway, so the water here is not 3 deep, which means that these large slimes, because they can't swim, they just get stuck here. So what I did before when this happened is I went over there in a boat and they went out of range and they despawned because entities like hostile mobs despawn when they're more than 128 blocks away from you. But it doesn't work to go to one of my other portals, which is more than 128 blocks away from this. That doesn't work at all. You have to actually be in the area, or they have to be between 128 and 256 blocks away from you. That's what I think anyway. Okay, let's go back to normal game mode. Game mode 0. Okay, so that's why I didn't get 10,000 witches, I got 4,000 witches. Oh, hello. I got a few while I was up there. Of course I would. Might be a good few actually, I think I'll drop them now. Okay, so today I do have a topic to talk about, and it's a topic involving the discipline of economics. I don't think that guy's actually there, otherwise he would be attacking me. See? Okay, so I got some average amounts of stuff. The ultimate amount that I got from all of the witches who were ready to die was 10 stacks of each item and 20 stacks of sticks. The sticks have a weighting of 2 in the drop rate of witches, and all the other types of items, which is these 6 types of items, have a drop rate of 1. Oh, nothing? Okay, let's close that up. I want to talk about the subject of economics, which this witch farm is actually a very good example of. Because I want to talk about the subject of scarcity. We humans live in a world of scarcity. There's no such thing as infinite amounts of stuff that we want. Like, for example, something that is very scarce is a commodity like gold. There's not that much gold in the world. If you took all the gold that has been ever mined in the history of the world, it would fit into a single room. Now that's because gold is very dense, it's very, very heavy for unit volume. But it's also because there just isn't that much gold in the world. There's a lot more of other things in the world than gold. So, but all things are scarce. Even something like I've been farming ghasts up here. I might just go up here and see if there are any. Even something like coal or iron, those things are not infinite either. So by definition, they are scarce. Scarce in economic terms means that there is not enough of it to serve all conceivable human wants for that object, substance, whatever. In economics, we call such a substance a good. A good is something which people want, that alleviates some desire that we have. And a scarce good is a good which is not available in large enough quantities to satisfy all possible wants for that commodity. Did we get a ghast here? Yes, we did. How many have I got on me? None? No, I've got 1. That's disappointing. I was hoping for 2, or perhaps 3. Okay, so I've got to go to the overworld. But that's the basic concept of scarcity. So, in Minecraft, we also have scarcity. There's not an infinite amount of things that we want to use in the game. For example, the best example is probably diamonds, or perhaps gold. You could build a building out of gold, but that wouldn't be a particularly good use for that good, because gold in Minecraft is very scarce. It seems to be, like I've got less gold than I have diamonds. Even though I've mined the same amount, and I've actually used some of my diamonds, and I haven't really used any of my gold. So that is one of the reasons why we build things like farms in Minecraft. We want to alleviate the problem of scarcity. Of course, we could go into Creative World and have infinite amounts. That is a situation where goods are super abundant. There are more of them than we could ever possibly want to use. In other words, any need that we, or rather, any good that could fulfill some need, we have more of it than is conceivable to satisfy any possible need for it. So this is true in the real world as well for some things. Some things are infinite. For example, information is infinite. It can be reproduced without cost, and once, if one person uses it and gives it to someone else, it doesn't prevent that person from keeping on using it. For example, if I, let's say I were to know let's talk about something that's not technology based. Let's consider the subject of a story, for instance, or an artwork. A story is a type of artwork. A book is a type of art. So if we consider the subject of a book, like The Lord of the Rings, for example, it's a very good story. Gives pleasure to those who read it, at least some of them. Quite a lot of them, as it turns out, I think, because many people like it. But because we live in a world of digital information, I can get a digital copy of The Lord of the Rings, and if I give you a digital copy, then it doesn't in any way diminish my ability to read the book as well. Like if there's no digital rights management, for example, then I could have a copy, and we could make a perfect copy for you on a USB stick or something like that. And I think there might be some mobs out there. May just keep that door shut for now. And you could read it and enjoy it without my being affected in it, my enjoyment of it being affected in any way. I could still enjoy it as much as I wanted to, even while you enjoyed it. So that is an example of a non-scarce good. Information is a non-scarce good. Ooh, 55 gas tiers, I'm doing well. That is very good. There we go. Like you can see, I've got more diamonds than I have gold. I made a diamond chest plate. This thorns enchantment is actually a bit of... Whoa, I've got 19 gas tiers in here as well. I've got a ton of gas tiers. I'm going to have a stack soon. Look at that. I might actually keep them in my ender chest because they are actually the second scarcest items in the game. Wither skeleton skulls and other scarcest. Until I farm them. But yes, I want to go over here to the spawn chunks. Let's see if there are still creepers around. Seem to have gone elsewhere, if they're still around. So that is the difference between non-scarce and scarce goods. Or I should very briefly explain. A scarce good is something like my computer. Only I can use my computer. Or only one person can use my computer at one time. Like I'm playing Minecraft on there now, and my sister can't come along and do some word processing because I'm busy playing Minecraft. That is a scarce good, right? So even though a computer contains information, which is a non-scarce good, a computer is a non-infinite resource, and there are not enough computers in the world to satisfy all possible human wants for them. So computers are a scarce good. The location is 32 this way. Oh yeah, it must be this tree here. No? That's interesting. It's the same world, but there's no tree here. 230, 231, 232. I must have cut that tree down. I can find that out in the original video. I'm going to mark the spot. This is the very center of my world. I believe when I spawned under this tree. I find it interesting that there's actually a difference between the color of stone in different biomes. And it's also the case for sand. I don't know if you saw before when we were at the witch farm. The sand is different colors in different biomes too. Okay, so I think I might also mark out the borders of the spawn chunks. So this goes to 128, I think. What time is it? Good time. Oops, too far. 128, and if we go this way, it'll go to 336. Okay, so alleviation of scarcity. In economics, we treat goods, that is, sources of human satisfaction, in two different classes. Location is, oh man, I went too far, 336. There are consumer goods and there are producer goods. A producer good is something I think most people will intuitively understand. It's anything which is basically used to manufacture things. So, okay, we are here. I need to be in the corner is when I'm in chunk 9 and chunk 20. 15, 15. So the trunk of this tree. Okay. Alright, I will place some slabs up here. That defines a corner. Oops. Oh. Maybe a couple more. Is there a creeper over there? No, chicken. Gotta be alert. Gotta be alert. Okay, so producer goods are generally things that are used to manufacture either other producer goods or consumer goods. So, for example, a steel mill is a producer good. It is something which is traded in the market, so it's an economic good as well. Goods which are traded in the market are economic goods. Goods which are not traded in the market are not economic goods. So, for example, friendship is not traded in the market, so friendship is a good, but it is not an economic good. It's a condition. Friendship makes people happy. It's so it satisfies human wants for companionship and that sort of thing. Now I need to be in chunk -9. 15 and chunk 8, 0. Point. Okay, it's getting night time, so I think I will go back to my base and sleep. Give me my wood. I've got my power 5 bow, I should be okay. Also got my looting sword, so at least if I see some endermen, I will be able to get some extra ender pearls, hopefully. Okay. So, back to consumer goods versus producer goods. Producer goods are not goods which directly lead to immediate satisfaction of human wants. Now, of course, the owner of a steel mill is going to earn money, and he might use that money to satisfy his needs. But a steel mill itself is not... Die. I'm under attack. A steel mill itself is not used to... like, nobody builds a steel mill for fun. It's not an enjoyable object to own. It doesn't feed us or make us happy necessarily. So it's not a consumer good, it's a producer good. Something which is a consumer good is something like, okay, I need to be in chunk -21, 0. Yeah. There. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Looks like I will have to go back to my base after all. I'll leave that there for now. Can I have my arrow back? Thank you. Not really interested in fighting any of these guys right now. There's an enderman, yes, but otherwise, no thank you. Got enough resources right now. Go away. Let's have some food. Okay, I'm trying to keep my videos down so they don't get too long. So hopefully I don't have to cut this one. Aha, enderman spawned. Yes. Unfortunately, I've only got this sword, so this is going to be a bit of an operation, actually. Let's look at him. Come to me. Come on. That's the way. Ah, crap. Where is he? Come back. Come back. Ooh, this guy's doing a lot of damage. Three ender pearls. Great success. Where's the other one gone? Elsewhere. Okay. So, the reason why we build things like factories and steel mills, that sort of thing, they are producer goods, and what they do is they help us to indirectly or directly produce consumer goods. Consumer goods are the ultimate end of all production. That was funny. Kill your own kin, why don't you? Because unless a consumer good, unless somebody somewhere wants to buy the product and use it to satisfy his own wants, there's no point producing it. What did I want to get? I needed some smooth stone slabs, and I think I'd better check the length of this episode too, so I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've noticed that we only have a few minutes left of this episode, unfortunately. I think that I will be talking about the subject of economics much in the future, so if you... 336, isn't it? Yeah. 22... There we go, that's where I need to be. And here, I think, I'm pretty sure it needs to be negative 21.0 and 2015. Yeah. So let's look up. Break some of these. This. And oh, I've lost my bearings now. It's that way. So I noticed that I mentioned about the diamond chestplate before. The Thorns enchantment is not that useful, I don't think, and it is a really, really, really heavy drain on your durability. So that's probably why it only goes on chest plates to begin with, because chest plates have, of course, the highest durability of any armor item. But I personally think that the Thorns enchantment is really a bit pointless. Because there's no way you could AFK farm with it, because it would be destroyed. And Need to go away. Ah, there we go. So I don't think it's that useful, and it drains your durability. In addition to which, let's say you put Unbreaking on your chest plate with one of the other enchantments, like Fire Resistance, or just plain old Resistance. You then have 3 enchantments on your chest plate, which means that you can't repair it anymore. Because the Thorns enchantment is incredibly expensive in the enchanting thingamabobs, in terms of repair cost and enchanting cost. So it makes your chest plate essentially disposable. And if it's diamond, well, it sucks to be you. I intend to buy all of my... Oh, there's a center. Great. I intend to buy all of my chest plates and tools and things in the future that I need, and then I will just use the tool to repair the item, or the armor to repair the item. So I'll have a renewable supply of diamond armor, which always has exactly the enchantments that I want on it, and diamond tools, which always have exactly the enchantments that I want on them. I know how I'm going to do this already. It's possible, even with Silk Touch Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and possibly even with Fortune 3. I'm not sure yet. I may have to stick with Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. But that is for another time. For today, I will say just one more thing about the subject of producer's goods. In Minecraft, we alleviate scarcity by building farms, right? So I build a blaze farm that gives me lots of experience, so it alleviates the problem of scarcity of experience, which means that I can enchant and repair. I build these food farms and so on for the various items that they give me. They alleviate the scarcity of these items. And the witch farm is actually a great example of a producer good that produces other producer goods, because neither glass bottles, nor spider eyes, nor redstone, nor glowstone dust, nor sticks, sugar, all of those things, none of them are actually directly used by me. I don't eat them, they don't make me fly, they don't give me the ability to travel long distances, they don't serve well as the walls or construction for buildings or anything like that. They are used as inputs for other goods which are possible consumer goods. For example, I can make speed potions. That would be a consumer good because I drink it and that allows me to go fast. Speed is the ultimate consumer good, and the speed potion enables me to achieve that. I killed all of my cows, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that last time. The redstone I might use in another farm. In fact, I'm pretty certain that I will use it in another farm. So that farm will alleviate my scarcity for ender balls or something like that, right? Ender pearls. Ender pearls are a consumer good and a producer good. I can consume them by throwing them to allow me to travel quickly or travel into inaccessible places, or I can use them to make an ender chest, or I could use them to make Eyes of Ender, which can be used to find a stronghold, which can be used to go to the end. That sort of thing. So, I think you've got the idea. This is Palladian PD, and I'm signing out. Thank you very much for watching.